A child just pointed at you and said, "Why is the dark figure behind you? You have done it. The mantle is on your shoulders. The reign has begun." In the moment you declared it, a shockwave was sent from your very room, a spiritual tremor that has rattled the foundations of the unseen world. The kingdom of darkness has just received a notification. A throne that was long vacant has just been filled. An heir who was thought to be lost has just been crowned. And you must understand, my child, that a coronation is not an end. It is a beginning. It is the beginning of your rule, and it is the beginning of a new, more sophisticated war. The spirit of domestication you defeated was a zookeeper, assigned to keep a lion in a cage. But now you are not just a lion. You are a monarch. And you have attracted the attention of the royal guard of the enemy's kingdom. They are coming for you now. Not to tame you, but to depose you. Do not be alarmed. Be ready. Your first test as a ruler has just begun. Ancient entities, throne wardens, are now standing at the gates of your new dimension of authority. Their only job is to challenge new kings and queens. To test their resolve. To find a flaw in their claim to the throne. They cannot take your mantle from you by force. It was given to you by a higher power. But they will try to convince you to take it off yourself. They will try to make you believe you are an impostor, a fraud, that the mantle is too heavy for you. They have a weapon, a tool far more cunning than the whispers of your past. They will use mirrors. Not mirrors that show your reflection, but mirrors that show your future. They will project before your spiritual eyes vivid, believable visions of your own failure. They will show you a vision of you, in your new power, making a terrible mistake. They will show you your business failing, your family leaving, your health declining because you dared to step into your authority. They will show you the faces of people you will disappoint. They will show you yourself, old and alone, regretting the day you ever listened to this message. This is their test. It is an assault of projected failure. And it is scheduled to intensify at the precise moment the clock strikes 7 p.m. in your current time, here on this pivotal Sunday, September 28th. The feeling you have right now, that flutter of doubt, that voice in your head that says, "Who do you think you are?" That is not your voice. That is the first wave of their attack. It is the shadow of their mirrors falling upon you. You, who have always felt the weight of responsibility, who have a deep and hidden fear of letting people down, you are the perfect target for this weapon. They will use your own good heart against you. They will try to convince you that the safest thing you can do for everyone you love is to take off the mantle, to lay down the crown, and to return to the comfortable prison of your old life. They are liars. They are showing you a future that is only possible if you believe them. The test is not whether you will fail in the future. The test is whether you will abdicate your throne in the present. The reversal of this high-level assault requires an act of supreme authority. You cannot argue with a mirror. You cannot reason with a projection. You must shatter the mirrors. And you will do it not with a weapon of war, but with an act of governance. Your first act as a ruler. Here is the ritual of the throne you must perform. Find a chair in your home. It does not need to be a grand chair. Any chair will do. For the next few moments, this chair is your throne. It is the seat of your government. Do not sit in it yet. First, you must consecrate your territory. You must walk around the chair one time, in a circle, clockwise. This is a prophetic act of establishing your dominion, your kingdom. As you walk, you are declaring, "This ground is holy. This space is mine. All that is within this circle is under my authority." After you have made the circle, stand before the chair. See it not as a piece of furniture, but as your seat of power. This is the place from which you will issue decrees that will change the world. This is your place. Now, speak your first decree. Say these words aloud: "The visions of the accuser are illegal projections. They have no authority in this kingdom. I declare them null and void." Then, you will take your seat. You will sit down in the chair, not with the weariness of the day, but with the authority of your eternal office. You will sit, straight and tall, and you will remain there in silence for 1 full minute. In that minute, you are not just sitting. You are ruling. You are inhabiting your authority. You are becoming one with your throne. In that silence, the mirrors of the enemy will crack. Your calm, centered, and unshakable authority will be a force they cannot withstand. Your refusal to be afraid, your refusal to abdicate, will be the stone that shatters their illusions. The doubters and the scrollers believe power is in shouting and in fighting. But you, the chosen royalty, you know that the greatest power is in the quiet, unmovable occupation of your rightful place. But wait. Stop listening to me for a second. Listen to the sound of your own blood pumping in your veins. That is the sound of your lineage. That is the sound of your life. The enemy's strategy, these mirrors of future failure, has a fatal flaw, a weakness that has just been exposed to me. I was told to tell you to shatter the mirrors with your authority. That is true. But there is a faster way. A more permanent way. Hold up your hands. Do not look at the palms this time. Look at the fingers. They were designed to hold a scepter. They were designed to sign decrees. They are no longer the hands of a commoner. They are the hands of a ruler. And they have the power not just to shatter the mirrors, but to destroy the very projector that is casting the images. Here is the secret within the secret, a piece of classified intelligence for a ruling monarch. The mirrors of future failure are illusions, yes, but they are being powered by something real. Something inside of you. Long ago, the spirit of domestication, the zookeeper, planted a tiny, almost invisible seed in the soil of your heart. It is the seed of unworthiness. It is that tiny, persistent feeling that no matter what you do, you are not quite good enough. The throne wardens, the gatekeepers, cannot create their visions out of thin air. They do not have that power. They are simply shining the light of their accusations through this seed. The seed is acting like a lens, a projector, and it is casting these images of your failure. You have been trying to fight the images on the wall, but the real battle is with the projector in your own heart. You cannot take your seat on the throne until you have found and crushed this seed. This is the true test. This revelation makes your next actions the most important you will ever take. You cannot rule with a seed of unworthiness in your heart. It will poison every decision. It will taint every victory. It must be destroyed now, before you sit on that throne. This is the prerequisite for your reign. You have until the temple bells ring for the first morning prayer, the first arti that greets the dawn from your home in Bihar. You have just these sacred hours of the night to perform this spiritual surgery. The others who left, they are sitting in their chairs, fighting illusions. But you are about to remove the cancer. You are about to become completely and totally whole. Your worthiness is not based on your performance. It is based on your position. And you are about to fully occupy that position. You have been given the master key to your own kingdom. You now know the enemy's true strategy and the location of his power source. This is the wisdom that separates the rulers from the ruled. To begin this final, purifying act, you must first make a legal declaration against this seed. Go to the comments now and type, "My royalty is my qualification." This is not an affirmation. It is a legal statement. It is a declaration that your right to rule comes from your identity, not your history. It voids the seed's very reason for being. As you type these words, you will feel a holy anger rise up in you. It is the anger of a king discovering a traitor in his own court. This anger is a gift. It will give you the strength to do what must be done. The signs will follow. You may suddenly remember the exact moment, the specific word that planted that seed of unworthiness in you as a child. Do not dwell on the memory. Just see it as the evidence you need to prosecute the traitor. The final battle for your throne is not at the gates. It is in the heart. Now, you will perform the final, two-stage ritual of ascension and purification. Go to your chair, your throne. Walk the circle, consecrating your territory. But before you sit, you will deal with the seed. You will stand before your throne, and you will close your eyes. You will locate that feeling of unworthiness inside you. That small, hard, cold knot. See it in your mind's eye. It is the seed. Now, you will use the authority of your mantle. You will speak to it and say, "Seed of unworthiness, you are found guilty of treason against the crown. Your sentence is death." Then, you will perform a prophetic act. You will stomp your foot on the ground, once, with all your might. As your foot hits the floor, you are prophetically crushing that seed into dust. You will feel it shatter. You will feel its power over you dissolve into nothing. A wave of profound peace and a sense of absolute rightness will wash over you. The traitor is dead. The projector is broken. The mirrors are blank. Now, and only now, are you ready to take your seat? Speak your first decree: "My throne is established in righteousness. My reign is established in peace." Then, sit down. Sit in the silence, not for 1 minute, but for 3. In that silence, you are not just ruling. You are healing. You are allowing the truth of your absolute worthiness to fill every part of your being. You are becoming the ruler you were born to be. Just 4 days ago, a young man in Delhi, an entrepreneur who had just secured his first round of funding, was suddenly crippled by a paralyzing fear of failure. He felt like a complete fraud. He realized that a teacher in his childhood had planted a seed of unworthiness in him by constantly comparing him to his older brother. It was the night of September 24th. He stood before his office chair. He saw the seed. He crushed it. He took his seat. He told me that the next morning, he woke up and the fear was just gone. It was replaced by a calm, quiet, powerful clarity. He went into his office and made 3 executive decisions he had been terrified to make for weeks. His company has doubled in value since that day. He did not just sit in his chair. He became the king of his company. It is your turn. Your kingdom is waiting for its king, for its queen. But you are not the only new monarch being tested tonight. There are others in your soul family who have claimed their mantle but are now being tormented by the mirrors of failure. They are on the verge of abdicating. You must share this message. It is not a video. It is a royal decree of validation. It is a message from the throne that will strengthen their resolve and expose the enemy's strategy. Send them their reinforcement now. And now, listen again to this entire message, including the first part. In the original description of the dark figure, of your mantle, I described how it felt or looked. That description contains the secret name of your kingdom. Is it the kingdom of 1,000 lights? The dominion of the quiet river? The empire of the unbroken heart? The description of your mantle is the clue to the name of your throne. When you listen again, you will hear it, and you will finally know the name of the kingdom you are ruling. You have passed the test. The mirrors are shattered. The seed is crushed. The traitor is dead. Your throne is secure. Your reign has truly begun. To issue your first official proclamation, to let all the realms know that a new power is in place, you must make your final, authoritative decree. Go to the comments and write the words that will serve as the constitution for your new era. So let it be written. So let it be done. And the work of your kingdom begins now.